Hello once again, I'm Tizayo and welcome to Real Talk. As always, Real Talk is about what is happening inside the country, what is happening with the COVID, what is changing, what the ministry have announced. That is what about the Real Talk. And I'm going to share with you some of the points of the second. The first point was lockdown that happens 2 weeks ago, where they reduced to 80%, 50%, and now they have reduced this time a lot of things, and they have put a lot of implements. But I want to say something here. A lot of people are not embraced with what the Ministry of Health and the MOPH announced 2 days ago, starting from today. Most people expected that there will be lockdown of the mosque, there will be lockdown of airports, there will be a total lockdown because we are starting Ramadan on 13th. So a lot of people are like, why can't they close the country? You have to know one thing. If they put a lockdown of the country, you will be the first person to lose, because you are the ones who have families at home are depending on you. And no company here in Qatar that will allow lockdown and then pay you salary for sitting at home. 3, Qatar has tried a lot more than back home our countries are doing, because no country will give you free vaccine, will give you free COVID test kit, will give you free salary when you're sitting home. They did it last year. A lot of people got free salary from companies, previous companies, and a lot of people lost their jobs. So when you put a total lockdown, one thing you have to know, it's either 50-50. You will lose your job or you will lose your salary, depending on the company. So never pray for total lockdown to come to Qatar, because we are all immigrants working here. They have people depending from them in Qatar, in their back home countries, back home their countries. There are a lot of immigrants who are waiting for bread from their people working here. So let's appreciate what the government is doing, and also appreciate with the help of the vaccine. If we pray hard, God will see us through. So I'm going to share on the changes that the ministry, the MOPH came up with an idea that they have to reduce, and they have closed more. The last time they closed to 80%, but this time, due to Ramadan is going to start next week, they have reduced again more. So we are waiting, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that MOPH reduced. Okay, first one, we are going to start with the office attendance. Whether it is public and private sectors, they have reduced to 80. Before it was 100, then they became to 80%. Now they have reduced to 50%, either government or private. Only 50% are allowed to attend office during work hours. And if those people have, let's say for a particular event, they have a meeting, that meeting should be held by 5 people, or they use electronics. So you can use Zoom meetings. All you have to be only 5 people in a boardroom. That is what they reduced to 50%. Number 2, all museums and close all museums, library, nurseries, they have closed all of them until further notice. So we don't know when all the museums and libraries and nursery schools and all public parks are going to be open. All those ones are closed until further notice. Number 3, only 5 people are allowed in a gathering of the boat. So if you are a family member and you are going to a boat, you want to ride the boat, you are going to Cornish, you need to be all vaccinated. All of them need to be fully vaccinated to access the boat if you want to ride. But if you are not fully vaccinated, you are not allowed to go ride the boat. That is what they did, number 3. Number 4, ETRA's app, it is a must. ETRA's app, they said it's a must. Whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, you should continue using ETRA's app. That one, it is mandatory. Also, number 6, the mosque. Since they were the Muslim, this is a Muslim country, and soon we are going to experience the Ramadan. Actually, the Christians did not enjoy the Easter celebration. So it depends. It seems like Ramadan also it's going to be like last time. But since they didn't close the mosque, they made only a percentage, only 50% allowed in the mosque. The mosques are going to be open, but Friday prayer, provided they will be doing at home, majority of people will be doing prayer at home. But the mosque is not closed. Number 7. All commercial malls to continue working with the capacity of 30%, but children under the age of 16 are not allowed to go inside any of the malls or shopping mall or shopping center. They are supposed to stay at home. So you can see there the government tried to see, because if children get affected with this virus, it is very easy for children to transmit this virus to other side or to the parents. So it's better the children stay at home. If the parents will go out to do shopping, children to stay at home. Number 8, restaurant and cafes. Restaurant and cafes are prohibited to serve food in the sitting of the customers. So this one, you will only need to go to restaurant if you're going to KFC or McDonald's or any restaurant, buy and take. That is, you're only going to take takeaway, to order for takeaway. The rest will only be by delivery. You call and they bring it to your doorstep. Number 9, popular market. Popular market, that is like Souk Waqif here. Souk Waqif, it will be open with a capacity of 30%. But Friday and Saturday, the market must close on Friday and Saturday, and children, no entry at the age of children are 16. So if you go to Souk Waqif at this point, you will be able to buy whatever you want to buy, because it will only be grown-up people. That is until further notice also. So children are nowhere. Actually, for me, I think they did a great gesture there. They did perfect to ban children from going to markets and the malls, because with this pandemic, you cannot force a child to wear a mask. And the government and the ministry there, they did tremendous work there. Barbershop, beauty salons, all those, before they were given 80%, but now they have been told to close until further notice. They are not going to work. And if you need a service, you have to call that person to come home to your doorstep. Health clubs, gyms, and spas. To maintain a closure of measurements, health club, spa, and provided for provisional sauna steam. All that also the service is closed until further notice. So if you need to go for sauna, steam, gym, any personal trainer, maybe you have to call them to come to your doorstep, because the centers all are closed. And when these centers are closed, the person who is going to be affected, it's you. It's you, the citizen, who is going to be affected. Because you never know if your boss will pay you. You never know. That is one thing you have to know. When the people are talking, look at the barbershop now. They have closed. These people have rent. Maybe some of them are paying for rent here. You never know if your boss is going to pay you. And secondly, you yourself, you have to work. So the boss pay you from there. And when you and the boss have closed the business, you're sitting at home. Where do you expect the money to come from? So people have to realize and to see, when they are closing all these things, it's for the safety of every human being and all the citizens. Let's continue. Swimming pools and water park. Maintain a closure of all indoor, outdoor water park and swimming pools. All swimming pools and water park all are closed at this moment. You cannot go outside to drink even, here in Qatar, they have one thing called these waters. They have everywhere. So you can go on the street, even you can drink the water. All those are closed. The swimming pools everywhere, they are closed. And the parks, now to do any exercise there, it's closed. Entertainment center and amusement parks, all the entertainment places, games, cinemas, all are closed until further notice. Even game parks, like me, I love going to the game parks to do my work there. Now I have to do my exercise at home, and I will share with you some of my videos later on another video. Theater and cinemas, those ones also to remain closed until further notice. Conferences, exhibitions and conferences and events, those ones are closed until further notice. They have decided to close this one until further notice. So what I can tell people that if you have a meeting and it's an urgent meeting you have to hold, then you have to do them on a Zoom. Otherwise, you cannot be allowed. Only the place where they allowed people to go like friends, if you want to ride a boat, that one you all need to be fully vaccinated. That's why you have to go for the first vaccine and second vaccine to be able to access the boat and ride. If you are friends going out, you need to be fully vaccinated, all of you. And if it's a family, also to be a family of 5 people alone are allowed. The rest of the things have been banned until further notice, but the major one was for the children at the age of 16. Children are not allowed to go anywhere. All of them are supposed to stay at home. So parents have their duties at this moment in Qatar. This is what is happening. I know even in my country back home, there is a lockdown of counties, but in Qatar now, children cannot go outside at the age of 16. They are not allowed to go anywhere. And another one, it was the lockdown of all the companies, cleaner companies and hospitalities. They should work after the workers have gone home. That one, because they fear for them being the most transmitted. So we don't know what measures the ministry used to tell them to be coming to work after whole workers have gone home. All the staff in the building have gone home, so they can be remain to do their work as the cleaner companies and hospitalities. Thank you for listening to me, and we are going to have more real talks further and more. And if you have something to add up to my video, you can add up. Feel free to add up. If you have a question you need to ask, feel free to ask. And if you need to know anything about the vaccine and the health card, I'm going to show you. Some of the people ask me about this, and I'm going to show you on the next video about the health card and the vaccine, because I have questions on them and I'm going to share with you. Thank you for listening to me. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment also. And tell me what else would you like me to talk about on the Real Talk. I'm here. I'm your girl T Zion. Thank you. Bye-bye.